Hey everybody, Zeal Brothers here once again, bringing the truth to both the old and the youth. Hey, so I want to make another video here about DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf is a very talented receiver for the Seattle Seahawks. He got into some Twitter beef. And the person he got into Twitter beef with was Mr. Shannon Sharpe. Now, for those of you who don't know, Shannon Sharpe, and I guess apparently DK Metcalf didn't know, Shannon Sharpe is a Hall of Fame tight end. And his brother, Sterling Sharpe, was a great receiver. Anyways, DK Metcalf made a dumb play on Sunday. Time was running out for his team. He caught the ball, and his team was in position to get a field goal. And he tried to fight and stay in bounds. Now, if you know the rule of football, if you go out of bounds in the last part of the game or the last part of a half, you stop the clock. If you stop the clock, then your team gets a chance to do another play. And it was so little time on the clock that if he got caught in bounds, it was a potential that the game could have been over because his team was losing. So what he did was he caught the ball and he had an opportunity to go out of bounds, but he didn't. He tried to struggle forward. When he struggled forward, he fumbled. Luckily, his team recovered the ball. The defense did not recover the ball. And luckily, his team tied the game. But the truth of the matter is that DK Metcalf made a dumb play. And Shannon Sharpe pointed this out on his TV show. Shannon Sharpe has a TV show. He pointed out DK Metcalf made a dumb play. And let's just be clear. DK Metcalf is a very, very talented receiver. And he will probably go down and be a Hall of Famer if he keeps up his level of production. But even great players make dumb plays from time to time. That's just a fact. But young DK Metcalf didn't like that Shannon Sharpe said this, so he came at Shannon Sharpe, and this is what he said. He said, "Stop questioning me, little boy." Stop questioning me, little boy. He talking to a grown man, a man who has already done everything he wishes he could do, a man who's a Super Bowl champion, a man who is a first team all NFL tight end. This is somebody who you shouldn't be questioning. That'd be like somebody who played defensive end questioning Reggie White. That'd be like somebody playing quarterback, just got in a league, questioning Joe Montana. It doesn't make sense. But here's the thing. We have raised a generation of young men who have become very feminine. DK Metcalf has some feminine characteristics to him. And one feminine characteristic that some of these young men have is they can't handle criticism from men. Why can't they handle criticism from men? Because when they've been raised mainly by women, I don't know DK Metcalf's situation because his dad is famous too. So I don't know how it is. But he's been raised in this generation where, hey, you could be feminine. A lot of feminine men have a problem with men. And they've been made fun of by men. And so for them to take criticism from men is extremely difficult. They have a hard time accepting criticism from men because to them, it always seems either like bullying or punking. So when DK Metcalf hears from Shannon Sharpe, he doesn't hear it as an OG who's done it before. He hears this as just another man hating on him, not even thinking about the history of the man talking to him, not even thinking about the credentials that Shannon Sharpe has. And so he calls Shannon Sharpe a washed up wannabe. Now, if there's somebody who was never washed up, it was Shannon Sharpe. There's professional athletes who have been washed up, and I've seen them. Some who played a little bit too long. Shannon Sharpe wasn't one of them. He was talented all the way through the end. And you could say what you want about Shannon Sharpe and his opinions or how he might portray himself on TV, but you cannot take away from his athletic career. You just can't. So DK Metcalf going at it like a little boy. Eventually, somebody must have got to DK because he finally said he apologized for what he said. He said, "Hey, you know what you write. I do pray my resume can match up with yours." And that's good for him to be able to admit that. But we have to start training our young men. We have to start training them to respect the OGs. And what I mean by the OGs is men who have done it. Men who know what it takes to get through what you're trying to get through. Because the men who do that, when they offer you critique, they're not doing it to hate on you. They're doing it to make you better. And when you accept that critique, you just become a better man. When you let that critique bounce off of you and then say, "Hey, man, I can just get better. You only can become better. You only become a better version of you. So be better. Accept that criticism. You can't get better without it.